Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian, welcome back to Crusader Kings III and the Royal Court expansion. So unfortunately we will not be able to do the lecture today. I was aiming to do it here in episode 5, I just don't have the time though. This week is incredibly hectic and crazy for us because I still have that Hearts of Iron 4 series going, so that's 3 videos a week that I don't typically record. And then on top of that, we have our test week. We homeschool our kids and we're doing test week for them. We kind of do it like a college format where we do the tests for all the subjects in the same week, just so they can just have a week of focusing on studying on the test and not having any additional work and just focus on the test. And so it's test week, and thus we have to make all the tests and administer them, and it's very, very time consuming. As every time we have a test week, it kind of impacts the channel a bit. I did want to mention though that we're here in the year 1079, and this is the year that historically Bolesław II was deposed from his throne here in Poland and then went in exile in Hungary. So yeah, we're at that year now. Now, again, I don't think he's at his historical age. I'm not sure, because I don't think it was, because I loaded up once before and he was a different age than he was when we started this campaign. So I don't think they put the historical date. I don't know his historical birth date. Well, because it's January 1st, I know that this is probably not his birth date, because that's the generic birth date for a character that doesn't have one. It's just January 1st. So they don't have his birth date in there, so his age might not be entirely accurate at this point. It was around there, though. It's pretty close. If it's not accurate, it's close. Because yeah, I think he was around, might have been about 38 at this point, actually. So maybe a year off. But anyways, this is the historical date that he lost his throne. All right, so let's go and start with the court. Our 3 court events. Hopefully get some good stuff here. The Holy Roman Frontier. So Duke, so that'd be Bolesław. Yeah, Duke Bolesław stands before you, his face grave with concern. My lord, the threat of the Holy Roman Empire weighs heavy on my mind. Kaiser Heinrich looms across the border, he points, only days from the gates of Wrocław and House Dunnan's hearse. You must help fortify my lands. Lower Silesia soldiers and fortifications are all that stand between Poland and ruin. So we can say your responsibility may indeed justify privileges. That's how you get that March contract on there. The feudal contract, yeah, we don't want to do that. We can say you speak true. Lower Silesia must be fortified. We're going to pay for that, and we'll get a hook on him. And then he gets the frontier ramparts, which would increase fort level and the garrison size and increase his opinion of us. We can say days, we must fortify the capital. This would result in our stress going to critical because we're brave. It would also cost 85 gold to do that, and we would instead get that bonus in our capital. We say nonsense, the Holy Roman Empire is no threat. This is a diplomacy challenge with a 66% chance that we'd succeed and get grandeur. Otherwise, we'd lose prestige and lose opinion with the Duke here. Oh, that's our one Duke. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. He's on the borders there. Or you say we are all burdened by the risks of war, and we'll lose opinion with him, but gain opinion with everybody else. And that's a 5+ opinion that would also apply to him. So he's actually only losing 5 opinion. And I don't really want to spend the money for this. So we're just going to say we are all burdened by the risk of war. They're hanging us, hounding us. We could keep order, my lord. Please, we can organize ourselves without all the death. That's this peasant man from this county here, and he's not happy with our count. Then a little bloodshed with the bloodshed he's using to try and seize control of the county here, or gain control of the county, I should say. So we can tell him to lay off the news for a bit. That would reduce the opinion of the count, increase control in that county. We can instead say we need excessive bloodshed, and that would result in us getting a modifier increasing the growth control while decreasing popular opinion. Or we can spend some money to just get a little bonus to the control. Well, I think we should probably just take a look at this county. And I thought clicking on it would be enough, but it doesn't matter because it's here. It's in this new territory here. The control is at 0. So it makes sense for us to want to get that control up. And also to support our newly appointed vassal there, which he is one of the ones that was a knight. So we rewarded him with this. That's why he likes us so much. Alright, well, I don't really want to decrease his opinion, but I do want to get that control up there. And I don't want to get the popular opinion penalty here. And I don't want to spend any money. So we're just going to do this one then. Yeah, we'll have to do that. The count will be unhappy. but we need the control to get higher. I think it'd be helpful. It's going to help that count out. So our wife takes a turn bending my ear before the assembly court. Glorious husband, give me the honor of composing ballads and sonnets worthy of your majesty. I will not let you down. It is hard to resist the opportunity to keep her close, or to keep Bolesław close. Okay, so we can say you have a job, and she'll become the court poet. That is a paid job, and she'll gain opinion with us. We can instead make her the High Almoner. As far as like what they do here, the court poet is going to grant us more grandeur, while the High Almoner is going to grant us more piety. I guess you get grandeur from that one as well. Okay, so yeah, you can get grandeur from both of them. You can instead make her a court jester, and no, I have something special in mind for you. I could see giving our wife a job if she really wants one. Now, I don't know how well she's going to do at any of these jobs here, so we should look at the two jobs and see which one she'd probably do better at, just based on her skills. So this is the High Almoner, and it doesn't state what the skills are that you want here. Yeah, it doesn't really state here, but it does state their aptitude. So you can kind of see how our wife would do. She'd be terrible at this job. Absolutely terrible. How about the court poet? Would she be better at that? Oh, we don't have anybody who could do that because she doesn't have the skill. Alright, so I guess we'll appoint her to that. Why not? Yeah, we'll have her do the court poet. I think that makes most sense. Is there a hotkey for the court? If there is, I don't know what it is. If you guys know, let me know, because that'd be helpful to be able to just open that, without having to click on the button. So yeah, we're gonna do the court poet. You have a job. I should be happy with it, and we'll take a look at how good she is at that job. So let's just see. So here's court poet. She has a poor aptitude. I guess it's better than she would have done as the High Almoner, which was a terrible aptitude. So this is increasing her opinion of us. We're getting a little bit of grandeur from it, plus a 5% bonus to that, and may randomly become inspired. Wife absolutely loves us. Of course, she's our soulmate. And while she is in her 30s here, she's still definitely young enough to continue to have some children for us, especially with the high opinion and the soulmate, which makes it more likely that we'll have children. And she left it automatically because she didn't have the trait. So that's broken, frankly. Yeah. So it lets somebody ask for the court poet even though they don't meet the requirements, which I think is to have the poet trait. So clearly it's broken. Okay. Another faction was created against us, and this is an independent faction. All right, so this is a little bit more dangerous. Yeah, just a bit. And also, we have prisoners that we could be dealing with from that last war. So let's go ahead and see what we want to do with them. Maybe hire some knights if there's anybody decent in here. If this guy's not great at all, honestly. Yeah, I don't even know what we would do with him. There's not much. We can demand his conversion. Get a weak hook on him. I don't really want to recruit him, so yeah, we'll do that. Her, we would probably want to ransom. We get 3 gold because he doesn't have, or she doesn't have the full 10. She's the one paying. And she doesn't have any way to earn money, so it's not going to get any better. 3 gold's better than nothing, I suppose. And there's nothing else we'd really want to do with her besides getting a hook. So yeah, we'll just go into ransom her for the 3 gold. So she can be ransomed. That's just for a weak hook, though. Do we want to recruit her or anything? Not really. Yeah, I don't see us recruiting her. We'll just do the demand conversion on the weak hook then. And what about her? No, we're not going to need to recruit her either. Though she is a novice physician with 14 learning, so she wouldn't do bad as a physician. Yeah, not bad at all. So we could recruit her, I suppose. Let me take a look at our current one. I want to say our current guy is better. Let's take a look, though. Yeah, he's a 16. He doesn't have the court position yet, which is pretty important, but he's young enough to get it at only 29 years old. We'll see if we can ransom her, maybe. She's got a little bit of money. She's got 2 gold. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll take the 2 gold. I know it's not much. It's like a week's worth of money for us. Getting stuck in. There is commotion among the children today. Anastasia was attempting to preach among her fellow youngsters and became the target of a small fight. Mieszko intervened and did what he could to protect her. Okay, so this is another one of his the trait ones. He just got the brave, which I can't see us wanting any of these other ones over brave. Yeah, zealous and calm, we don't want that. So we're going to keep the brave. So never back down from a challenge, man. All right, so he's brave now too. Got a little bit of gold from these ransoms. Again, accepted. And now there's a Liberty faction. I'd prefer having Liberty factions over Independence factions. All right, getting all these hooks and forcing them to convert. And I suppose we could give time for them to build up again, but I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, we probably just go ahead and go to war here. This is about a friendship here. While his numerous attempts to create my favor have not gone unnoticed, I cannot feel but irritated by his sudden interest in me. I cannot shake the feeling that the man's intentions are not pure. Well, he's heterosexual, so it's not getting us into the bedroom that he's wanting. So I suppose he wants something else from us. But yeah, we could say he still has a certain charm when we come closer to a permanent friendship with him, but we'll gain 20 stress, which is not worth it. We said just lose a little bit of opinion, and that's what we'll do. Just a small little hit to the opinion, not really a problem. That's right, I did want to wait until we got a bit more money before we attacked here. Now you notice we haven't constructed any buildings yet. This is the longest I've ever gone without constructing buildings. Usually we do it fairly early. Just been so distracted with the wars and needing the money for that, and we did that 250 to usurp that title. That was kind of expensive. Frankly, our stress is so high, we should go hunting or something, honestly. That'd be the best thing for us to do here. Our son did learn High German. Excellent. So she did a good job. And he wants to pay homage to us. Going to show him to the courts, and nothing special here. All right, excellent. So we could have him learn another language. We want him... he's got to be 6 in order to learn the language. But yeah, we want him to learn the German. And now we should have our heir learn, not from his mother, but from his grandmother, because she would do better at it on learning the Russian. Though, I could see doing the Prussian as well, or the Baltic language. That makes sense too. And she's actually got better learning. So you know what? Let's have him learn Prussian. Yeah, he'll study that language, and we'll see how well that ends up going. Did our son get his, our other son get his? He did not. He's only one. I was going to say, we can get his education set up. But yeah, I think we're going to need to do the hunt, guys. We need to get rid of some of the stress. We got a lot of it. It does take so long to get the treasury built up to do that, though, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I'd prefer to avoid getting the next stress level if we can. Our king has such great traits. And the raffle can be kind of a negative one sometimes, but for the most part, we got such great traits here. Trying to avoid getting any negatives if we can. We were able to get this army built back up in this time, so having more troops for the battle. We did increase his opinion. We might let it go one more time, I think. Yeah, we'll let it go one more time. Although we should probably take a look and see what the chance of success is. 77%. So yeah, we'll let it go one more time. And then we'll find somebody else to improve opinion with us. More factions being created against us, unfortunately. I don't know if any of these are actually powerful at all. The main ones we want to look at is Independence faction. It's just this guy here. And then we have the Liberty faction over here, which are the 2 of the new counts that we have. Wow. Already having issues with these guys. So we can do the hunt now. Oh no. What? Our soulmate and wife was murdered. Why'd we lose stress though? Wife, as you drew your last breath, relief washed over me. Perhaps I should be ashamed, but in truth there was no love lost between us. Finally I'm free to start my life anew. What are you talking about, game? She was our soulmate. Wow. So she was murdered and we don't even know who did it. Or why. Yeah. That's a shame. That will end our alliances here. as that was through our wife that we got those alliances. So now we have to find a new spouse, which we should have been looking around for a spouse for our son, if there's anybody available that would be good. It does take so long finding decent spouses, so I often try and avoid it for as long as possible in these videos, because I always want to find like somebody really good, and it does take time doing that. Either somebody that's good for an alliance, or somebody that's going to help us inherit something, or if you can't find any of that, then you want to get somebody who's going to get you some really good traits. Because unfortunately, our sons, neither one of them have gotten the strong trait from us. That's a real bummer. Neither one of them inherited that, and so that's a shame. So we would want to get some more traits going down our bloodline. All right, so I guess we got to set up 2 marriages at least. We got to do ourselves and our son here. So it's going to take some time. So with ourselves, we will want somebody who's not lowborn. I don't really care about fertility at all, because at this point we have our 2 sons. We'd want some daughters, but the more sons we have, the more trouble we have when it comes to inheritance. The more lands we got to give out to all the sons, and the less lands our heir gets. And so I don't really want to have any other additional kids. If we have kids, it wouldn't be a bad thing. But maybe not marry somebody super young and super fertile. That's not really a focus here. I think what we should be focusing on is somebody who's got skills when it comes to our marriage. Now, we could also marry for an alliance, but I already looked, and none of them were alliances I wanted to do, at least not for ourselves here. We'll be doing an alliance for a different marriage, I think, the one for our son. So for us, we just want somebody who has skills. Specifically skills that maybe we lack in. So like, for instance, we get somebody with really good intrigue, and then have them focus on boosting our own intrigue. That could be pretty helpful. So maybe her. She's chaste as well, so like she's young, but the chaste might result in us not having any kids. That could offset it a little bit. She could still end up having kids though. But yeah, with that fantastic intrigue. Now it's only 1 higher than her and a couple higher than her, these 2 ladies here, so any of these would work really. But I like that she's got the chaste, so she's less likely to have the children. Yeah, I think that's who we're going to go with, guys. None of these grant any alliances, by the way, but again, that's not something I'm concerned about. I just want somebody to boost our stats here. So I think we're going to arrange the marriage for her. She doesn't have any family or anything like that. Yeah, we'll just do the marriage for her. Now, other things to consider is like languages, if you want to teach those to your kids and stuff. But yeah, none of those I think are all that important. We don't have to consider like the traits that will be inherited, because we're not trying to have any additional children if we can avoid it. So we're gonna go with her just for the intrigue, guys. We will lose prestige for marrying into this unimportant family here, but that's okay. She's gonna get a ton of prestige. So the big marriage here for our son, this is the important one. So with a young Mieszko, we want to focus on getting a good alliance, because this would, be for a while, because it wouldn't just be for our character's life, it'd also be for his. So we want a good alliance here. If we can get some good traits, then that would be nice as well, but it's really not the focus here. So not lowborn, doesn't have to be an adult. He's a child himself. And then we'll go into alliance power and sort it based on that. And I was looking here, and there's a couple good choices. You can ally with the Byzantine Empire here. This is his daughter, who would be heir if the son died. And he's only 37 years old. His wife is 25, though, so they're very likely to have other children. So I don't think she would inherit anything, more than likely. You'd have to first kill him off, and then I guess you could try and kill him so she gets it. But if they have any kids, then you gotta, if they're sons, you gotta kill them too. And that'd be one possibility. But I'd prefer to do somewhere closer anyways. And we got some good options here. This is the one I'm thinking of, here in Ruthenia. Rather than attacking and conquering them, it might just be better to instead try and inherit it. Create an alliance and try and inherit it. Now the way we'd have to do this, I didn't mean to do it that way yet. I'll just show you guys the situation here. Alright, so let's go and sort this by alliance power. So she is really young, so that does mean we wouldn't be able to have any children for some time. We wouldn't be able to get married for some time after he was, he'd be in his 20s at that point, I believe. Because, yeah, he's 11 years older than her, so he would still be pretty young. And the situation here is that they the king here only has 2 daughters. His heir could easily be removed, and then she could end up inheriting. So that's a real possibility, because with the heir, remember, he would not be willing to arrange a marriage for her unless it's matrilineal. That'd be the only way to do it, of course. I thought by having that one option turned on, the matrilineal marriages wouldn't be as important, but that's not the case. It does seem to the AI still does require that. So we cannot arrange the marriage for the heir unless we do matrilineal, but we can do the marriage for her. And I think that would be our best option. I could show you guys what the other choices would have been, but I think that's the best option for us. Just arrange this by alliance here. Again, when we're trying to focus on alliances, you got the Kingdom of Croatia. He's got a ton of daughters, and these are also a little bit older, so the marriage could happen sooner. But there's a lot of kids there. You'd have to remove quite a few people in order to inherit anything. The Hungarians don't have anything. Looked at that already. You got the Kingdom of England, Duchy of Aquitaine, some other duchies here. But yeah, I think that's the most prestigious and most advantageous marriage out of the ones we have. The Hungarians, I think they're already all married, and they're all sons anyway, with the exception of the one daughter here. She's already married, so that's not an option. So I think this is the best choice, guys. And we might be able to just inherit all this territory. Again, it's going to be kind of difficult to do because you gotta remove some people. So we'll see if we can't make it happen. Let's go and arrange the marriage for our son and heir. Send that proposal off. That'll give us the alliance with Ruthenia, which, remember, we were intending to attack them. But yeah, that would kind of change things up a little bit. Fervent feaster. Many months have passed since the lords and ladies of the realm gathered for a feast, my lord. I mean, yeah, we haven't done a feast yet. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. I'm not gonna promise them anything because I don't see us doing the feast. We're actually going to do a hunt right now. So let's go ahead and get that firing to reduce some of the stress. And then after that, we'll build the war chest up and declare war here. We can ally with this guy here still. Okay, I wasn't sure if we would be able to have any more allies over there. All right, so we now have an alliance with him as well, because our son and heir is now married to his daughter. So the first step here would be to probably remove, I mean, you might want to remove him first, actually. You remove him first, and then she inherits, and yeah, that might be the better way to do that. Let's take a look and see how difficult it would be to murder him. 5%. Okay, so this is going to require a lot of work, essentially. Now, he is ailing, so you know what? We might not need to remove him. So maybe we could just work on killing her first. It's a 15% chance. So we can increase that a little bit by changing our spy master's job. But I think the best way to do this is go ahead and start working on getting some secrets here, guys. So he's over here. So let's go ahead and start this process. Finding secrets in Kiev and seeing if we can't make this assassination happen. Trying to gain some power here. But yeah, he might just die, and then we don't have to kill him, which would probably be the best way for that to go, because I think he'd be more difficult to kill than she would. Oh, he lost his arm. Okay. Yeah, he got maimed there. Although it just says wounded here. Usually it says maimed if you lose an arm. We got the alliance here as well with our cousin. Alright, so just building up our money here. We're going to go through the hunt events, and then we'll go to war with Pomerania. So we got another rude vassal over here. We saw the same event before. This time the archbishop, or the prince bishop, is involved. Alright, so this is this count here. He likes us. Which one is he? Is he one of the new ones? He's one of the new ones here. Okay, so he was the knight that we rewarded, who did really well. And look at that, his prowess has increased. I think it was 16 when we were rewarding him. It's now 24. Because he's going down that gallant, that increased it. He's doing the chivalry focus. Now he's the leader. He can get those bonuses. And I don't think he was a legendary blade master before either. He probably got that from those battles. So he has a 24 prowess now. He's a fantastic knight. So we don't want to piss him off. We certainly don't want to try and belt him. I don't think that's the way to go about doing this. We might just go... We don't want the stress. So it's unfortunate. I think we're going to have to lose opinion with him. We'll get that mediator trait again, though. Increase diplomacy. I think that's the option we went last time we saw that event. Kind of weird that we keep seeing that event pop up. That's one I don't recall seeing before, and we've seen it twice. That's been the 2 hunt events, and both the times we did the hunt. So interesting that we keep seeing that. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of a treasury here going, and then we'll declare war on these guys. We can go and move this now. I'm thinking about it. Let's move it over here. Shouldn't it be too difficult to get him to force him to fight us. This is much smaller territory here, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get him in battle. We did have a secret that was exposed. Whose secret is this? This is the Prince Bishop. All right, so he's been with his lover, the Baroness. Oh, so she's a married woman. Prince Bishop's been naughty. So you can say this crime can't go unpunished. Guards and will imprison the Baroness. Okay. We won't imprison the Prince Bishop, apparently. We can say these accusations are not but malice and lies, and we'll gain opinion with both of them. Oh, I didn't realize that this was his wife that he was accusing. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. So yeah, he'd be quite frustrated with that. I feel like if you're going to be just... Yeah, this is a crime here. And then you get a prisoner for her crime. And we don't want to lose the level of devotion. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we'll go ahead and punish her. And probably just ransom her back. Just for the 15 gold here. And he's going to pay for his wife after she just got put in prison. Okay. So we'll go ahead and pay to get her released. And she is pregnant. So I suppose you could assume that these are not going to be... It's not going to be his child. It's the Prince Bishop's child there. Alright, so some scandalous behavior going on with the church. Remember, Prince Bishop owns this territory down here. And even though he's 6 to 7 years old, he's been focusing on his body, really trying to stay healthy here. Alright, so we just about have enough money here. We did not sway the Duke this time. Okay, don't know that we're going to do that again then. Might work on swaying somebody else. Although we kind of have a pretty high opinion with everybody right now. I suppose we can try and romance our new wife. We don't really want to have a kid, so there's really no reason to do that then. We do want to change her up, though, to court intrigue. Because right now, with the assist ruler, we're getting a total of 6, 7, 8, 9 points here. We want that court intrigue instead with 11 points. And, you know, it's helpful getting all these boosted. Makes that marshal higher. So that's nice. The higher stewardship's great as well. But yeah, let's go to the court intrigue. Although that does put us above our domain limit. Ah, damn. Alright, that's unfortunate. Alright, well with that in mind, we'll have to keep her on the assist ruler then. So we can keep our domain limit where it's at, so we don't get any penalties. Alright, so we're going to let it go one more month here, and then, well, it is about to be winter, isn't it? Yeah, it is about to be winter. Take more attrition and stuff. I suppose there's no reason not to just wait a few more months. And he was not able to find any secrets. Let's try and do it again. It's going to be really difficult for us to do this without finding some secrets over there. Yeah, it'll be difficult for us to take anybody out. There might be people willing to take a little bit of money. He's now feeling fine, by the way. Okay. We want to make sure that we kill her before she gets old enough and starts having kids and stuff, though. We did get another martial perk available. Excellent. We're going to go down with the promising prospects. Also make it easier to arrange marriages. Which we have another son who needs a marriage. As far as spouses go, I suppose we want another alliance. Another powerful alliance. Not entirely sure who we'd do it with. I'd just wait a little bit. See how things change. Quick to anger. I was watching Mieszko play with other children when Bolesław, something like that, tried to push him over. Soon a brawl had broken out among the children. So this guy is the son of another Mieszko, a count, one of our counts. So he would end up getting the raffle trait, which means he would be very similar to us. You know, he's temperate, which obviously we are not temperate. But yeah, he would have the raffle and the brave trait, so very similar to his father. So yeah, we could go with that one, have another wrathful character, or we can have him be forgiving or fickle. Well, he's supposed to be focusing on stewardship. I guess that means you have more stewardship to lose, I suppose. The forgiving, though, yeah, I don't see us doing that one. And we did just lose that stress. Yeah, we might just end up having another wrathful character, guys. Yeah, we'll just have another wrathful character, it's fine. Alright, yeah, I just don't want to get any more stress here. It feels like every time we do the feast to get rid of the stress, we just have another event that adds it right back. Yeah, we might actually be able to do some construction after this war. We might have enough money. We'll have to see. Every woman for herself. So what is this one about? Mila is fiddling nervously with her sleeve as I open the door to my chambers. What is she doing here at this hour? Alright, so this is her here. She's married to this wanderer. I don't know who he is. We do have a hook on her. She says, my deepest apologies, but I must speak with you in private. I've discovered something very interesting. She discovered a secret of the Archbishop. Okay. She's willing to share it with us if I let her off the hook. Okay, so this is to get rid of her own hook, I think. And it would be far more useful to have a secret on him. Yeah, I think that's the better way to go. So the other options, of course, would be you think you can make advance, tell me, or else, and we'll gain some stress because we're generous. Or you say, I'd rather have you in my pocket than him. Yeah, we'll do this one here. So we'll get a secret on him. Which I don't know if we'll take advantage of. This blackmailing does reduce the opinion. I don't really have any reason to blackmail him right now. Alright, so just waiting for the snow to dissipate over here. And we do have another court event, a flesh wound. A pool of blood is congealing under the feet of Gregory, a diplomat sent by my ally. So that's... Which prince is this? Okay, this is the one we've had as an ally for a while now. By the immense quantity soaked up by my fine carpet, I can only assume he has been bleeding on this spot for hours, if not longer. My apologies for this mess. I was defenestrated by a dwarf, which defenestrated means thrown out of a window, by a dwarf trying to rob me in an inn on my journey to Krakow. However, as the rapscallion cushioned my fall, the diplomatic visit can continue. It will still be days until my blood loss is fatal. So he got thrown out of a window by a dwarf here. Was trying to rob him. Okay, so we can say, guards, force this man to see the physician. And then he might get the successful wound treatment, 72% chance here, and we increase opinion here. We lose 45 gold because we got a cleaner carpet. Oh, that's the 27%. Apparently we only have to clean the carpet if he dies. Otherwise the blood is fine, I suppose. We can say my calendar only has space next week. Can you hold on? Okay, and then he'll bleed more on the carpet. Or we say we can talk now, but your liege is paying for my carpet. And we'll gain 100 diplomacy lifestyle points. The prince would lose opinion with us. He'd be annoyed with us. We'll gain some money though, and we get court grandeur. Yeah, we'll just do this one because we might not have to pay anything. A 72% chance, and we'll get opinion with an ally. Why not? We'll do that. And a physician cures the diplomat. So we actually got 100 diplomacy experience points. Again, that's not really going to help us unless we move over to that lifestyle, which I don't have any intention of doing. Oh, sponsoring a project. So this is for an artisan inspiration. Yeah, I think we'll probably do this. These are all these 50 gold. You can end up having to pay more, of course. But yeah, I definitely think we'll do this here. Might be something good that we can get there. Although I didn't see how skilled he was. I didn't really pay attention to that. Probably should have seen if he was a skilled one. He's very competent. They usually are very competent when you have these ones. All right, excellent. So the snow has melted, and thus we're going to go ahead and declare war. I've been waiting this whole episode to do this. So let's go and declare war for the entire duchy. And shouldn't need to call on our allies. We would probably save the prestige. So let's go and raise up the armies here. And he did have an ally come, but it's just another 2,000 men. It's not going to be enough to do much here. So it's not anything to be concerned about. Let's go ahead and get the army split off. How many places do we have to siege? And how large are they? So we got level 2 here, level 3 right there, level 3 right there. Might not even need to siege all these down if we can just get them in battle. Could just bring the whole army and try and thump him real quick and see if we can't win real quick. And then do the sieges after his army's been defeated. I guess we'll do that. Because this is a small area, so I usually don't like doing that because I can just run away. I think no matter what, we're going to take attrition. But let's go this way just in case he tries to flee over here. Okay, so he's actually going to run really far. Damn it. Yeah, he's going to run from us. So I don't typically try chasing them down because they just run. And you can't catch them in time. You just take attrition instead. But you get a lot more attrition because you have so many troops here. Yeah, we're going to have to like at least split the army in half. And I don't want to do it this way because we want to have all of the knights and the men-at-arms in one army here. And that's a little bit much. Let's just go with... We got like 3,000 in this one is what I'm thinking. Like so? Yeah, there we go. So I was going to put somebody in charge here. We'll put, this guy's clearly the best. Our knight here. Our knight and count that we just appointed over there from the last conflict. So yeah, we're just going to try and get him to run into one of our armies here. I probably should have brought this one instead. Alright, so they're both going down here. Let's have them both go down here, yeah. Alright, so now he's going this way. Let's see if we can't get him to attack us here. And we can be sieging down his capital as well. And our new wife did end up getting pregnant. Okay, that was a possibility. We'll see what happens here. Alright, so we can probably get him caught up here now. Yeah, I think we should be able to get him caught up. Attack him right there, maybe. There we go. Beautiful. We don't really need to send more troops over here. How long is this siege going to take? 10 months? I might just let him finish that. I should have gave him the siege engines, but whatever. We got plenty of troops here to get this done. Everybody got that diplomatic court there. So we'll get this battle finished up here. We lost 132, we lost 711. Guess we can take a look at how our knights did. Again, he's our star here. No real knightly battles outside of this one. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure where he's going next. I guess we'll just chase him down. See if we can't engage him again. And see if we can't catch him there. See if we can't get his army destroyed. Probably need another battle to get it done. Espionage lovers. So while performing his duties as spy master, my countess uncovered a secret. Is this guy? Yes, he is where we need him. Alright, excellent. That's what we needed to see. We needed some damn secrets here. Alright, so that's one secret. We'll go ahead and let it continue to build up, get more secrets. And already we ran through all of our damn money. For these little conflicts, you might not want to raise all your troops up. Simply because it's just extremely expensive. You know, we were able to sway him. I thought we had stopped swaying him. Apparently not. Apparently I kept it going. Maybe because there wasn't anybody else who really needed to be swayed. Yeah, I suppose there's not. I mean, we can go ahead and work on this guy now. Or we could work on somebody who's maybe in a faction. Working against us. Trying to improve his opinion because he, for whatever reason, doesn't like us. Despite everything I've done for him. Yeah, we'll try swimming him. He's plus 49, but it could be much higher. I mean, we only gave him a county, so it's not that impressive. But... Alright, so we're just going to have to keep on chasing this guy down. And this is what I was talking about last episode. Wouldn't it be nice to not do this? If more Paradox games kind of adapted the idea that, like, we don't have to control the armies, or just improved it, that would be better. That's what I really want, if I'm being honest when I talk about this matter. Is what I really want... Oh, we lost this count here. What I really want is for them to make a better system that's just funner to play with. But if you can't have that, then yeah, it might be better to get rid of it. We'll see how it works with Victoria and see if it's actually something we want. If it works well and it's fun to play with. Alright, so we're trying to sway him. Let's see, probably his relentless courage. Yeah, we'll go with the relentless courage here. Alright, so we'll try and get this guy engaged here. Oh, he's still fleeing. So we'll go... Oh, I think he's actually going to go over to here since I'm not seeing the battle pop up. So he's probably going right there. And that did improve his opinion with us. Plus 60. So So yeah, we're taking his capital here. Oh, he's trying to run. Okay, so that did not go down the way I thought it was going to. We can get him engaged before he leaves. So we just made it. Try and get him destroyed. And it looks like we were able to wipe him out finally. Alright, excellent. Alright, so now we can go ahead and actually detach these siege engines, which I should have done already. Gonna put those into an army with some levies here. Give them a commander. Let's see if anybody's good at this. Nope. So let's go ahead and have them go after this one here. And we'll just kind of stick around here in case they raise troops again. We'll just kind of support them or whatever. This siege here is almost done. And then we'll knock out these two, and well, we probably won't even need to do that. So we did end up having another son, so we're going to have to deal with this when it comes to inheritance. Now, I do have a couple more name suggestions that I could use, but he's the third son. We're not going to be playing as him. Let's just use a good Polish name, one that I can hopefully pronounce all right. Lambert? Yeah, why not a Lambert? I don't think I've ever named anybody Lambert in CK before. Anything we need to be aware of up over here? We got ransoms we could use to try and get out of debt. And, oh, Mieszko can visit somebody else. We'll go ahead and do that. Let's take a look at our dungeon, see if we can't earn any money here. If we even want to release him, gotta make sure he's not good at martial or prowess, which this guy's not. So we can get 30 gold for releasing this mayor, get us out of debt. And then we have this character here, which he'd make a decent knight, I suppose. I mean, he's not great, but he's not terrible either. Well, yeah, we'll just leave him in there for now. Alright, so ransom was accepted, and our cousin has learned the Lahitic language. He's quite proud of himself, and we can make him a friend. Okay, sure, why not? Let's make him a friend. He's an ally. He's been an ally for a long time. Oh, what happened over here? Oh, wow. Okay, so Ruthenia is now much larger. Also, he has a son. That was always a risk with the age. You know, they weren't that old. So that was always a risk. Now we have to remove the boy. Probably before we remove anybody else. And it's a pretty good chance here. So let's go ahead and start with this. Removing the boy first. And we already got an agent on there. We can go ahead and take a look and see if there's any other potential agents. Yeah, we can't even do the invite. Again, it's just kind of weird that they do it that way. So we have the one guy here, which we can go and blackmail. So we'll go ahead and do that. I want to say that was it. That's all we have so far. We are continuing doing it though. Let me see where they're at right now. Well, it's about halfway through. See if we can get another secret over there. Unfortunately, we are going to have to end the episode here. I just want to take a look. We're in debt, so we're getting some penalties here. Although, technically, we're not in debt anymore. But yeah, I just want to take a look and see if we can invite anybody. No. Alright, so that's not an option. Is he not in that location? Where's he at? No, he is here. Okay, so at 40%, that's not great. When is it done? 3 years, so we have some time to try and collect more secrets, try and get more agents. Also, we can increase the success chance by changing up the spy master's job, so we can get it higher. What is the risk of discovery? This is really the thing we need to consider. 55%, so it's pretty bad. All right, well, we're gonna try and remove him. See if we can't make that happen. And I guess we'll let this siege finish up. We'll see where we're at on the percentage here. That's 100% since we did capture his son and heir. All right, so the war's over. That's one of the advantages here of attacking the capital. Got a little bit of money from that too. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and end the war. And disband our troops. And now we have 4 additional counties. Imagine their developments are all fairly low. Yeah, 8, and then you got the 10 here, which is where the duchy seat is. So I believe that gave us a whole duchy title, right? Yep. So we might want... Oh, no. We only have the 2 duchy titles. Okay. I was about to say we might want to grant a duchy title out here. But yeah, we would have to create that. We do have some Prisoners we can ransom, we'll take a look at that. We can now usurp this title once we have the money. That'd be an option. Yeah, it's so expensive doing that though. But yeah, this is our 4 new counties. I really think we need to probably finish the conquest with Prussia, and then we need to spend some time building in our territory, because I haven't constructed a single building yet, guys, because we've been spending so much money mostly on warfare. That's been pretty expensive overall. That and hunts. We've been doing the hunts and stuff. So I think we need to spend a bit of time improving our own lands, because yeah, this is our capital here, and we haven't really constructed anything. We have what we started with. We haven't really been constructing anything. So I'd like to start doing some construction. Just focus on improving our economy a bit, because yeah, the money is a problem, and it's been a problem for a while now. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I do want to conquer this one here. It just makes the map look better. And then after that, I think we're gonna have like a long period of peace to just kind of build up on our lands and focus on the economy and also on intrigue and trying to get our future daughter-in-law onto this throne here eventually. So it's got a lot of work to be done here. 2 children have to be assassinated before you can do it, and then of course you got to take him out as well, which he's still young, healthy, 40. I mean, he's got a long life, so we can't expect him to die anytime soon. And he has plenty of time to have other children, though she is getting up there in age, so that might be their last kid. We can hope. And then we just got to take out the son. We got to take out the older daughter, and then we don't even really have to take him out. As long as she's set to inherit, then we're good to go. So that's the bare minimum we have to do, is take out those 2 children. And children are easier, as you'd expect. So hopefully we can get it done. We have been having trouble finding secrets here, though. So that's something to be concerned about. And I think part of that is because our spy master sucks. If we're really wanting to do this, well, he's about to die. Okay, so when he dies, that's what the problem is here. So we'll just let him die rather than piss him off. And we'll get a new spy master here. And I'm sure there's got to be somebody better. Is this guy any good? Is there anybody who can rotate over there? Could rotate him over to spy master, I suppose. Yeah, he'd be better at that than as a chancellor. You also have some pretty good counts and countesses here, though. She would be a decent choice. With that 21 intrigue, if we really want to get this done successfully, that'd probably be the better way to go, is just pick the best spy master available just to get this done as fast and as effortlessly as possible. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Next episode in the beginning, I will try to do that lecture, discuss our king here historically, his accomplishments, the things he did, what happened during his reign, and try and make it a shorter one than usual, where we often go like 15-20 minutes. I'm going to try and make a much shorter one this time. So hopefully I have time to do that. Again, it is a pretty busy week right now, so we'll have to see. But yeah, I do hope to see you on that video, and thanks for watching.